mentioned something that I was hoping to only touch on later, but the idea of identity.
Yeah.
But I want to touch it from two angles. And firstly, it's going to relate to the guy behind you, the picture behind you.
Yeah.
The
goat. The goat.
Indeed. So with you, and it's one of the things that I picked up, and I was like, okay, that would be interesting to actually ask you about, is you seem to have a deep connection to the leaders that came before you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is that? Where does that come from? Because clearly it's not from your environment.
Yeah. So for me, I think it's because, Nje, when I try and make any kind of decision, I try to be as informed as possible. So the leaders that came before, or what, actually not even the leaders, just the history, the immediate history that came before and the context of it and how it influences the present is something that I'm very interested in just from a decision-making point of view. That's all, right? Now, the leaders or the best among you or of that time are usually, individuals who can articulate whatever they stood for the best, right? Because they would have gone through a certain set of experiences and would have, by the mere fact of being a leader, would have operated at a high level. So I always try to study those individuals to gain the best possible perspective so I can inform myself of why I am who I am. You understand? Yeah. So I think that it's really a personality thing of my process of decision making. I try to really understand context, and history is a very good place, the immediate history, to say, how did that turn into this? Oh, now that we're here, therefore, do I go left or do I go right? So I always like to act with intense precision, and that requires a clarity of thought to do. You have to be very clear so that I have to be able to see a decision in multiple dimensions and angles in order for me to operate in the way that I like to do, which is one of very, intense focus and precision, and just, I don't doubt usually once I make a decision. So I rather spend some time studying in order for me to move forward. But there's another reason why I like to be informed and by my leaders, especially, and what came before, because again, that's another source of what's possible, right? Yes. That's another source of what's possible. And so to see, and especially with our tough and hard past, what an individual or a group of individuals can create when they have focus, passion, and just ambition, it's the fuel that I need. Because again, remember, I had to try and get inspiration and ambition outside. I didn't really grow up in a situation where that was force-fed to me. So that habit is also important for me to keep going and keep striving for things that I might not even know are possible. You understand? Yeah. Those, because I can think back and go, if some guy can do 25 years for 27 years for people he doesn't even know and have this very deep affection and love and influence the whole world to think in a certain way for generations to come, damn, all of a sudden when you look at a goal of saying to become a CEO, it's very possible and very doable and very minute, to be honest, Yeah. So that I find also helps me just in my ambitious endeavors, really. Yeah.
That's interesting. Like for me, I think I also hold